Look at the world we live in right now. Social media world. Where someone will just sit down in the corner of his or her house and formulate or form news that does not exist. Or news that exists, they would twist it and lie. Add plenty lies to it to make the story sweet. Some people sit down at the corner of their house and cook fiction of imagination that does not exist, and people will believe it until some people that know the real story will now come to start debunk it. You start to debunk it or start debunking it. Now rewind back to 2000 years ago, before Christ and after Christ. People that formulate the Bible. Look at that generation then. You want to tell me that there are not people like us that will write miracle that does not happen? They will write event about God to make God look good that does not happen. Think about this now. In the next 100 years to come, by the time we have left, don't forget that if social media still exists, most of these stories that are lies that are on the social media that has not been deleted, our children to come will see these stories. It is now left for people, some of them that have brain, that can think logical, to sit down and look at it, that how can this story be true? A lot of them will accept hook, line and sinker. There's few of them that will sit down and say, oh, this story can never be true. That is the same thing. That is how most of the stories of the Bible is. If you sit down and look at most of the story in that book, you will know that, oh, I beg, this can never exist. God don't work this way. Because there are so many people, there are so many events that will not happen. That is fiction of imagination. Why am I doing this video? I'm doing this video so that you can be logical. There's not everything in that book you must accept it to line and sinker. The world has changed. The world has changed. Even this 2025 that we are in presently, a lot of people do miracles, do testimony that does not exist to make God feel good. I don't even know how I don't even know if you know how the human mind operates. Some people that pastor like this, nothing is doing them, they just for yakata, just to make the pastor feel good, just to make God feel good. So, my dear brothers and sisters, think. This is 2025. I'm not saying you should forget what is in the book, but majority of the events, use your sense. Are there not stories that you can use in this generation? There are plenty in the Bible, plenty. But I'm just trying to tell you that as far as people can sit down in the corner of their house and cook what does not exist. Look at movies now. People do movies. You see movies like this, you think they exist in real life. Majority of the movies you watch are fiction of imaginations, things that does not really exist. And you would think the movie happened in real life. Not until the producer tells you that this movie is fiction of imagination. No. Now imagine most of the stories written in the book that are documented. At least every adult knows what is called fiction of imagination now. So if people can cook up stories that does not exist in this generation, now look at people that and can post it online. Now look at the book we are reading. One time that people there are not people there too that can just come and formulate some writings that don't exist to suit their own narrative, to make themselves feel good, to make people feel good, to make money. Use your sense. Be logical. Be logical. What I'm even saying right now, to you it might be true, to some people it might be lies. If this video pop up in the next 100 years to come, when I'm gone forever, that's if social media still exists. A lot of people will say what I'm saying is wrong. A lot of people say what I'm saying is right. A lot of people will accept what I say, hook, line, and sinker. Drop your comments, share, comment, and like. Let us see what you think about it.